Hello and welcome back. This is TinBoy, fresh from my birthday, and I will be doing my LLAS card breakdown featuring the Western art set from the story event, our holiday record. The scouting banner will be available until September 22 afternoon. I'll start off with basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Feel free to challenge Daya at high noon. The event UR that players will be getting is Western Arts Daya. As Smile Guard card, the base stats will start off at 4,953 appeal, 7,435 stamina, and 4,129 technique with 12.38% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 8,874 appeal, 13,310 stamina, and 7,394 technique with 22.18% critical rate. Daya's skill is healing, restoring stamina by 28% of her stamina at 33% chance. Well, her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting all cards by increasing base stamina by 3 to 4.2%. Her active ability is Skill Activation Rate Buffer, increasing skill activation rate by 6% for 5 nodes, affecting all cards on appeal chance start. This Daya event UR is a step up from Resplendent New Year Kanata and Bright and Cheery New Year Emma. She basically completed the event UR healers with skill rate buffers of the original Sif attributes. Minot Games must have seen how nerfed Emma's healing damage percentage was and decided to get slightly buffed percentages from Kanata and put it on Daya's new event UR. The rest of her skill set seems familiar for those who have attended the New Year events. Unlike Emma and Kanata, Daya chose to go on appeal over technique, so her critical potential is very low. Can't say I got a shortly explanation because you can get this UR for collection purposes and backup healer in Dreamlight Parade. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, Daya is going for regular denim for her overalls. She also has black gold details, so she got the belt, she got the scarf that is tied around her waist, and she has both skirt and short, as well as cowboy boots, as it is the illustration. You can't see it if you were to go on a live show. Daya also opted for this cowboy hat right here. There's also details at the bottom, with one ponytail on the back, as well as a distinguishable teal wristband. Well, that's all the details that I can explain, but technically, a beautiful Daya, cowgirl Daya in the West. The first event SR that you can get is Mirai Harmony Karin. As Elegant Skill card, the base stats will start off at 3,411 appeal, 3,198 stamina, and 4,054 technique with 27.16% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 5,807 appeal, 5,446 stamina, and 6,898 technique with 35.69% critical rate. Karen's skill and show ability is technique-based healing. As skill, she restores stamina by 70 to 29% of her technique. As show ability, she restores stamina by 4.5% of her technique on appeal chance start. Her passive is Technique Plus, affecting elegant cards by increasing base technique by 2 to 3.2%. If anyone is starting the game and you do not have skill type healers to begin with, especially if there are songs that nerf guard type healers, this Karin card can be a good option, as her show ability triggers on appeal chance start of no consequences. Be mindful that she took the event SR route, so her healing effectiveness is lower than scouting UR counterparts. The second event SR is Mermaid Festa Volume 1 Nozomi. As Cool Guard card, her base stats will start off at 3,305 appeal, 4,481 stamina, and 2,877 technique with 8.63% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up as 5,627 appeal, 7,623 of stamina, and 4,900 technique with 40.70% critical rate. Nozomi's skill and show ability is stamina-based healing. As skill, she restores stamina by 20 to 32% of her stamina. As show ability, she restores stamina by 10% of her stamina when taking stamina damage at 80% below, and it only activates once per live show. Her passive is Stamina Plus, affecting herself by increasing base stamina by 5 to 7%. Now, Mermaid Festival Volume 1, Nozomi is a full-on healer with beefed up stamina passive for herself, while Karin won a bit in technique healing by passing on her passive to elegant cards. Nozomi has more healing effectiveness as she is a dedicated guard type healer with a drawback of activating her show ability once. Keep in mind that you are still collecting them in an event, not scouting. The first scouting you are in the Cowgirl collection is Western Arts Hanayo. Well, she's here for a full challenge. Wanna bet? A Smile skill card. Her base stats will start off at 7,752 appeal, 4,063 stamina, and 7,552 technique with 22.65% critical rate. Her 5th level stats will end up at 13,872 appeal, 7,282 stamina, and 13,525 technique with 40.57% critical rate. Hanayo's skill is Voltage Gain Buffer, increasing voltage gain by 2.8 to 4% for 10 notes, affecting Smile cards at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting all cards by increasing base appeal by 3 to 4.2%. Her active ability is Appeal Buffer, increasing effective appeal by 7.2% for 5 notes, affecting Smile cards up to 10 for only up to 10 strategy switches. Hanayo is taking the supporting card route and chose Voltage Gain Buffer and Appeal Buffer for her skill set. We are getting more options to beat Yume no Ippo Expert as Smile skill type cards are expanding the collection. The unfortunate exchange she had to take is that she gets more appeal over technique by 500 stat points, meaning that she will not hit criticals more often, and her show ability, since it boasts high buff percentage, is stocked per live instead of getting either a guarantee or chance. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Daya's variant is almost inspired by Hanayo's variant. Now, instead of opting for a shortened skirt option that Daya has, Hanayo is opted for short pants and midriff top. She does use a lighter denim color, but still kept the black gold details. She also has a different cowboy hat. One side earring is longer, then she only has one glove on the right side of her head. She also has fishnet stockings, fish legs. But other than that, this detail is almost identical to Daya with slightly different details instead. The second scouting UR is Western Arts Kasumi. Guess I'll be playing darts with her and see if I can win her heart. As natural SP card, her base stats will start off at 7,053 appeal, 4,384 stamina, and 7,638 technique with 37.91% critical rate. Her 5th fluid base stats will end up at 12,640 appeal, 7,858 stamina, and 13,668 technique with 56% critical rate. Kasumi's skill and show ability is SP Gauge Gain Buffer. As skill, she increases SP Gauge fill rate by 5 to 6.2% for 10 notes, affecting all cards at 33% chance. As show ability, she increases SP Gauge fill rate by 18% for 10 notes, affecting all cards on up to 10 strategy switches. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting natural cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. I can respect Kasumi for choosing critical scoring, but her skill set is not good. All she can do is buff up SP fill rate for all cards. If she activates her skill or show ability, then other SP fillers will benefit. Well, but she's more utilized on natural SP fillers. The rate that Kasumi can buff the SP fill rate is low on average. Her skill can last for 10 notes at the cost of having low effectiveness, while show ability can buff better than skill at the cost of being stocked. It is a lose-lose situation for those focusing on finding SP supporters, but a win-win if you want her cowgirl costume. This is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, Kasumi is more on the darker variant between Hanayo and Daya's variants, but Kasumi chose for the detachable option. So she also has fingerless gloves, so it only covers up to her knuckles, and as well as light cowboy hat. She also has a scarf which wraps around her neck, and also another one which is wrapped around her waist. She opted in for lighter shorts, and her top is pretty basically a more or less on darker ribs. Well, less gold details in this variant. The scouting SR is Thank You Friends Hanamaru. Alright, so as Smile Shield card, her base stats will start off at 3,862 appeal, 5,361 stamina, and 3,240 technique with 9.72% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 6,575 appeal, 9,121 stamina, and 5,515 technique with 16.54% critical rate. Hanamaru's skill and show ability is shielding. As skill, she gains shield by 50 to 27% of her stamina. As show ability, she gains shield by 13.2% of her stamina when taking damage at 80% or below, and only activates once per live show. Her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting Smile cards by increasing base stamina by 2 to 3.2%. Hanamaru is an okay shielder, but she's better used on Smile cards to make use of her passive, and her shielding show ability is high for her SR once your team stamina reaches 80 and below. I do not need to elaborate more when I say she is costume collection. This event is a hard skip at this point. Rifle Encounter Maki's scouting banner just started when the event cards were announced. The event is trying to focus on more defense cards, but the execution is awful, as there are no better healing options in the scouting side. Most of them are on the advanced side. The 3rd year event cards are yours to keep, but all have minimal interest in improving your recovery team. Daya is a voltage focused competitor to New Year's Emma and Kanata. However, if you are a new player who wants to get more healers early in the game, then the 3rd year event cards are a fair start. The 1st year scouting cards are so lackluster in skill sets. Kasumi and Hanayo are barely useful in the game, and Hanamaru is a bit better in defense over the event SR cards. My suggestion is to just get them if you want to increase bond levels. Otherwise, keep your star gems for the 3rd anniversary scouting banners. Who knows who will be next in the Festival 3 lineup to debut. That's all for this video. Give it a like, comment, and share the video. Subscribe to my channel and ring the bell if you want more videos like this one. I stream games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube or Twitch at WayYPHT. My socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Goodbye! See you soon!